They say good and bad work habits come from home. If that's true, I shouldn't have to look any farther than my own family. Without further ado, introducing Visions, Episode 1, Jeffrey Ekeanyanwu.
Jeffrey Ekeanyanwu, 21 years old. I currently attend Niagara College. I play for their volleyball team. I'm their starting middle. And this is basically what I've been doing for the past semester. It was a good 4 years. I learned a lot. Probably could have gone other places, had made different decisions, but so it ends up, I ended up at Redeemer. There on a small scholarship to play, but it's been a good rehab assignment for me since I have been a little bit with injury lately. My ankle, my knee, they haven't been the greatest, but we're working on seeing if we can get that back up to where it's supposed to be.
I would legit leave. Like, if we got into another accident, I'd just be like, I'm going home. Like, you want to stop at McDonald's or something? Like, it wouldn't be a complete disaster. Let's get something to eat. We'd probably stop downtown, have a good time downtown. I wouldn't even care. I'll call Brad and be like, look, so our go bus got in an accident. And
yeah. Until the bed's completely red.
Okay, so the last visit would be the one. The last visit, I took a brother with me. We ran all the way out to Hamilton. I nearly shit myself on the way there. I don't know what I ate. I don't know what it was. I just could not pull the bowels. We stopped like every subway stop between here and Union Station. I had to use the washroom every single way. And then we got the go bus, and the go bus got in an accident. And I was like, yeah, we missed it anyway. Literally late, running in, time pretty much over. I'm like, no guys, I'm here, ready to go.
So as you heard, this trip was nothing but trouble. Personal illness, our go bus get into an accident, and when we did arrive in Hamilton, we had to take a taxi all the way to the university. Thankfully, our taxi driver did make good time, and we got there as fast as we could. And as soon as we did, there was no time for shortage of breath, there was no time to take a rest. Jeffrey knew as well as I, it was time to play some volleyball.
Brad overall, he's an interesting guy, great coach though. Like I find that he's only like 3 or 4 years removed from playing on this team, so a lot of them are really close to him. A lot of the girls especially, they knew him when he was a player, or they were kind of growing up with him within the school. A lot of fourth years have really close attachments to him. But overall, he's a great coach. The coach before him was coach of the year though, so he has a lot of big shoes to fill. I think sometimes it's hard for him to manage two teams. Most coaches don't have to do boys and girls or women's and men's volleyball. They usually just get one. So it's been a lot for him to handle, as well as he has his own fitness business he runs outside, but using the school's facilities. So he's in there a lot and doing a lot of different things. But I feel like morale is good. Morale has been good with the team and with him. And that's largely because of the amount of work that he puts into making sure that we're a unit and we spend time to bond and, make time for each other, physically and spiritually too, sometimes pray for each other, and we end every practice and before every game we have a prayer too. So it's always nice to get that kind of grounded atmosphere, and he's really one of the inciting forces in that, so that's pretty good. So this is our first camping trip, our only camping trip. We set at Liam's place, which is literally in the middle of nowhere. It's just 3 acres of nothingness and woods. And he said, let's go on a camping trip. Keep in mind, I've never actually camped, like in the sense that you pitch a tent and go camping, since I was with my parents since I was like 6. So this doesn't really count. So I'm thinking this is my first camping trip. There's me and another black guy, George. We're the only two black guys on the team at this time. He was later cut. But anyways, for the purposes of this, it's pretty funny because we have our own tent to pitch. We have no idea how to pitch tent. Absolutely no clue. I have no idea what I'm doing. There's all these poles when like, hey, something goes up and over. And meanwhile, all the white people have their tents pitched out. They're already in their tents. It's becoming nighttime. We can no longer see the tent that we're trying to put up. So we're just sticking things. And then I just completely give up. And I just go to Brad's tent. And I'm like, yo, Brad, help me out. He's like, cool, you can stay with me. So George doesn't know this. So George is still building his tent by himself in complete darkness. And so after a while, he just gives up and goes by the fire and tries to sleep. And then the fire starts getting too large and it starts like slowly burning George's shoes. So George is literally sitting there, his shoes completely melting. And then all he hears is, ha, hot, ha, ha. Gets up, puts the fire out. He realizes it's 4 a.m., there's nowhere to sleep. He starts knocking on tents. Trying to, hey guys, you got a place to sleep? No, girls come in. Get out! What are you doing? Get out of my tent! Anyways, he finds a way to Brad's tent. It's where I was, but I ended up leaving because someone else slept inside the house, which means another room in the tent. So I went to someone else's tent. So I'm in a nice tent with a lot of room. It's like a 6-person tent. There's only 4 of us in it, so it's great. I'm sleeping fine. I got bit by mosquitoes, but it's another story. George knocks on Brad's tent and says, hey Brad, you got a spot to sleep? Brad's like, no, and then just closes the door of the tent. So George slept in his hoodie on a hammock for 3 hours until the sun came up. It was so rude. And our tent at the end of the day was the only one that was still in a pile of sticks when the sun came out because we didn't put the tent up. Why would they leave 2 black people in charge of putting tents up? They told us we never camped in our lives. But whatever, it was hilarious to me because like I knew I'd just find a place to sleep. I would just sneak in there and find somewhere to sleep, and I did, and no one cared. But it was just George. George does not think ahead. He did not think ahead. So right now, the men's Royals are 6-2. So that's really, really good. At this point last year, we were 4-4 actually. We were just playing even. We actually ended up finishing that season 7-11, something like that. So wasn't the best season for the Royals overall. We lost some pretty easy games, and I guess that was really damaging. But our year, we're doing really, really well. Our main rivals would have to be the Mohawk Mountaineers in Hamilton. They're 5th in Canada right now. So they're 2nd spot in the rankings, 5th in Canada. We actually beat them in 5 sets, which is extremely, extremely important for us because we need wins against them for the playoffs. We do have to face them at another time at their place before the end of the year, so that's going to be extremely important for us to win as well, but I think we can do it. We get a great 5 win at Sheridan. Had a great game at Sheridan. Some of my favorite guys from my old school who also transferred out and got the match closing block at some point. So that was great to set it to 5. And we ended up winning in 5, even though we were down by 3 at the technical timeout. So actually both games, Mohawk and Sheridan, we won in 5, down 3 at the technical timeout. So it's great to know that we have the mental fortitude to kind of build back, doesn't matter where we are. So that was good. We're hoping our goals this year is go to Natties. So make the finals and provincials. That's the goal. Win provincials if we get good. But we have 5 of the top 10 teams in Canada to get there. We're ranked 14th nationally in Canada, so it's not impossible. It's just going to be very much an uphill journey. A lot of teams underestimate us because we have literally 11 guys in our squad, but you'd be hard-pressed to find 11 more hardworking guys. it's great to have that kind of defense in the back, but also our coach doesn't let us get too full of ourselves after any play. He always says, no, you're not that great. Just keep playing ball. And that's how you frustrate teams, I think. My best game I had would have to be at home against Mohawk. Great plays. I ended up serving out 6 to bring us back from 18-24 and ended up winning 28-30. So that was a huge first set. And if it wasn't for that first set, I would have lost the game. So for me, who for some reason struggles with serving, nice little streak. Niagara was good too, had almost 12 kills I think, but our team didn't do very well, so stats don't really matter too much. Yeah, it's been a good journey so far. Volleyball for me has always been very much a fluid sport. It's a means to an end. I would love to make a junior national team or a national team, but for me it's more like, where can volleyball take me? Maybe I'll spend a year pro, maybe I'll go abroad, see what opportunities presented to me. But I think I've always realized that volleyball is just something that's a little temporary for me. Like, it's just, while I have the body and I have the energy and I have the time I'll put into it, but there's also the point for me where I realize that it's not going to be like this forever. I can already feel it in my body where it's not meant to withstand this kind of continual jumping and stuff like that. You're only prolonging the inevitable in that sense. But I mean, for me, it's just team goals. I think let's make nationals. Let's do something that we can look back on and be proud of, I think. So if I were to have a main goal, it'd be, let's make natties. At some point in my 4-year career, let's make nationals, and let's do something that will be remembered. I want to see something on that wall that reminds me of you.
Dis-moi que tu m'aimes. Dis-moi juste que tu m'aimes, parce que moi je ne saurais jamais te le dire la première, j'aurais trop peur que tu crois que c'est un jeu.
Suffering an injury is one of the toughest things for an athlete to go through. This season, Jeffrey had seen just that. And next episode, we will see through the eyes of the sideline and what it means to be taken out of the game.